Classic WoW hardcore highlights. Here we go. Oh god. Oh god. Oh bro, like this is it. Oh shit.
Very soon.
No! What the fuck did I do? Wait, what did I do? Wait.
Yeah, so for anybody who didn't see whenever this happened, he cast Life Tap and then he used a demonic rune at the same time because he fat fingered it because of his keybinds, and it caused him to... Because like Life Tap brought his health low enough for the Dark Rune to kill him, because you can't Life Tap yourself to death, but you can use a Dark Rune and kill yourself.
What did I do? What?
That's what happened.
I know what I did. No.
Yep.
No.
That's right.
Later, shaman.
You bird!
What the fuck, dude?
Okay, everybody run out.
Run out.
not even
Hold
big
out
deal.
traps, everything like that. All traps.
Slow totem.
Stay as a unit.
Nice.
I was stuck.
Use your fence.
Oh no, not the 4%?
Slog hatchery.
Yeah.
They're all scurrying and running around. Like as soon as things go wrong, everybody starts leaving the group and like panicking like crazy. It's like a bunch of rats, you know. You like pick up something, or like roaches. You pick up a piece of wood in the backyard, and you open it up. There's like a bunch of bugs underneath it. They're like, oh shit! And they all start running in different directions.
If you cannot get out, you have to.
Jump here. Jump up front.
That's
I'm down.
glue.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Oh fuck.
Oh
fuck. And he eats me. No.
that's funny. Okay. Alright, good, he got one of them. Where's the heal? Oh, yeah, it's over. No. Jesus, that sucks.
You doing that escort?
Kinda like.
Why does anybody that plays... Why do you do this? Why? Why? Like, what is it that makes you want to be on the edge of something like this?
Here.
And he stood right... Yep.
Buddy.
Matt, dude.
That's about right.
No.
It didn't look that far.
You have to be one of the dumbest people I've ever met.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna be real. This guy is a fucking idiot. You're going up against orange level mobs, and you're a warrior? What do you think, you're a fucking hunter or a warlock? Are you insane? What a fucking idiot. Orange elites. It's like, this is the funny thing, right? Is that, I mean, it's fucking done. It's done. You know it's done. Everybody knows it's done. Like, that's it. Especially whenever they resist the intimidating shout. And he's not even, then finally he has to click defensive stance. That's smart. No, it's so over. No way it's not. No way. Please have one of the fucking cats come out of it. Please, where are the cats? Thank you. Smart. Okay, he can get a pummel. Get a pummel. Get a pummel. Get a pummel. Pummel. What are you doing? You're putting sunders on the mob? You didn't even pummel him. What are you doing?
That ability.
It's
He missed the kick? Yes, he missed the kick. Did he have intimidating? No, he didn't have intimidating shot. He could have gone defensive stance and that thing wouldn't have killed him. And then he could have gone back into berserker stance and then that would have allowed him to, what do you call it? To intercept the mob. But I still think he would have, I think he would have died. Even then.
Bro, what am I doing?
I wonder.
This is really exciting right now.
No, bro! Oh my god, bro. How do people not know this? Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's over. He can maybe, I think there's a chance he can cone him cold and blink away. I think that Mitch can get out of this.
What the fuck? No shot!
He doesn't have enough mana to kill them.
The fuck off me.
What do you know?
Oh god.
I love how there was like just that moment of confidence. Yeah, bitches, get the fuck off of me. And then this happens. This is like that fucking meme from back in the day. Tries to run between two mobs and ends up aggroing both of them.
No! No!
Yeah. Yep. Oh, level no way.
Inventory is full.
No way. Oh no. Are the Scarlet mobs gonna come and aggro from proximity?
That's still charging.
Move away from the spider. Up, yeah, see, we cut. No way. No fucking way. Wait. Wait, he doesn't even have fucking, he doesn't even have blessing of, there's no way, did it like go away? Dude, he doesn't even have his blessing on. Look. He bopped? Oh, you're right. He bopped and he never put it back on. Of course. Jesus. He should have fucking moved away from that spider. He should have fucking moved away. He didn't fucking move away. And this is what he did. Why not put Seal of Light? Put Seal of Light on. Nice, just run. He deserved to die. Okay? He deserved it. I don't say that often, but he should have died. Okay? Fear! 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 What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Jesus. Smartest warlock right there. Why would you even be here? Trap. Trap. Where are you going? What do you... See? You see this mindset. There is no way that these guys didn't do Ulduar and then be like, bro, this shit is, whoa, this is too hard. And then they went back to this. Oh my god. What is, there's no way. You're level 54? Jesus. And his feigned death literally just came up right there. If he had got one tick of the rune cloth bandage that he, did he have first aid? Yeah, he could have probably gotten one tick of the rune cloth bandage off and then had it up for feigned death.
Failed.
Stand your ground, brother. Stand your ground. You never walk away.
Let me
You're
be down
you're
my
gonna aggro
bed.
another Hydra. You're gonna go for another Hydra, aren't you? You fucking aggroed the crawler. You piece of shit, you aggroed the crawler, didn't you?
E basta per te. E basta da workare.
There's no way he should have died.
E basta per te. E basta da
Literally
workare.
no
Nessuno.
that
Nah,
I
GG
cannot
guys.
fucking believe that. Okay, okay, this person is a fucking idiot. This is an absolute fucking idiot. This is a group quest. Okay? This is a group fucking quest. %15% of your health in one hit. You really think this is gonna happen? What happens whenever he breaks out? What happens when the mobs that you cleared respawn? Well, I guess we're gonna find out. You're not even fighting his swing time. Move out of range! There you go, there you go. Oh, there he is! What did he think was gonna happen? What did he think was gonna happen? Like, Jesus. Oh, here we go. Is this a joke?
Oh, God. There's a God on. Oh, God.
He ran
There's a
away.
God on us.
Shit. Question mark, question mark.
Question mark.
Bubble, 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 bubble.
Don't bubble, it's gonna go to you. Why would you fucking use this if you told her to bubble?
Holy shit.
Keep running, keep running.
Run,
I
run.
think we're fucked, yeah.
Holy fuck.
We still might be fucked, keep running.
Oh,
Keep
he's
running.
Oh, guys.
No, boys.
Heal him!
Oh.
Keep running, keep running.
Oh my god, oh my god.
I don't think that I've seen a single clip of this boss that didn't result in a death. I don't think I've seen a single fucking one.
What? Thank you for your help, adventurer. My part in my brother's ceremony is almost complete.
So they already
Giving
lost
his
one guy,
headless and
by the way.
witnessing the ceremony are all
And
my
it looks
duty
like
requires
that
of me.
is the healer. Oh, that's the healer. Because Triple Bonk is a shaman and he's doing damage. Yeah. Yeah, that's the healer.
Bro.
It's over.
I'm stunned. No, I'm stunned. I'm stunned.
Jesus
Just run, guys. Please run. Please survive. Please live. Please live. Oh my God, Thammy.
Enough energy. Not enough energy. It's too far away.
Christ. Okay, that's smart. He'll make it. Yeah, I thought so. Okay.
Oh, I missed my stun. Good.
What are you fucking doing? What are you fucking doing? You are level fucking what level is this guy? He's like level 15. This is it is a red mob. These are level 14. What are you doing in Dead Mines? This is in the tournament? Oh, okay. Okay,
Stun. Oh, I'm slowed. Slow him if you can.
That makes
Okay,
sense.
that's fine. That's fine. Alright, big heals on me. Oh, I'm dead. Yikes.
Very good.
Reset, yeah.
Feel the sacrifice of the land in this offering, and my spirit swells with sadness and pride.
I really want to do this jump, but I'm
Cleansing of
really
the
scared
Winterhoof
that I'll...
and Thunderhorn Wells is spoken among the spirits, young adventurer. The Wildmane Totem is made, and your last task lies ahead. The Wildmane
What
Water
is
Well
wrong with
lies
these people?
north of
I don't
Thunderhorn.
understand. If you
Perform
want to do the
ritual.
jump, go
Heal
to
the
travel
land of the
form and
goblins'
do the
poisons.
jump into
Let
the
clean
water.
water flow once
fucking
again.
die. I just did the jump. Oh no.
Now you guys see why I don't raid Ulduar anymore? You guys see why I stopped?
No, I died! I
Yep.
fucking died! GG. I slipped.
We have looted this chest 12 times. We have risked our life in a free-for-all arena where Alliance and Horde can attack you. Arena Grandmaster, people! Yes! We've done it!
That's impressive. That guy wouldn't have walked off the edge. That dude would not have walked off the edge. He knows what's fucking going on. Yeah, this guy, ain't nobody walking. Oops, ain't no, oop. Nah, man. He was ready. I was expecting him to die at the end. Yeah, I was too. There's the video. That's fucking funny. Holy fucking shit, that's good. Wow. That is amazing. Went to arena 3 in the morning every day for 12 days. That's smart. Yeah, that's a smart way to do it, man. Of course. God damn, yeah. What do you expect? Well, how about that? Man. Hardcore players and backpedaling. Name the more iconic, the most icon duo. Yeah, I don't know what it is about hardcore, but it attracts people that I don't know if they would be able to do Molten Core. I'm not sure if that would be possible.
What are all 12 Mythical Zone fruits? Who is the strongest Mythical Zone user? How would the Mythical Zone users from bonus materials, like the overpowered Vampire Fruit user, match up to the strongest main story Mythical Zone users? We'll be answering all of these questions as we explain and rank all 12 Mythical Zone users from weakest to strongest, including the little known non-canon ones that are very interesting, so make sure to stay tuned for that. Now channel Power King within and smash that like button if you enjoy seeing One Piece videos like this one. If you haven't already, join the knock 'em up by subscribing and hitting that notification bell to turn on all notifications. And now without further ado, let's jump into it, spoilers and all. Coming in at number 12, we turn to a video game, specifically to One Piece Unlimited World Red. In this video game, we find out about Inu Inu no Mi model Bakedanuki, literally translated to Dog Dog Fruit model Monster Raccoon Dog. It allows its user to transform into a Tanuki monster, and it was eaten by, get this, a pen. Oda designed the mythical zone pen called Pato, and Pato belongs to Patrick Redfield, who is a hype figure that we'll discuss later on in the list because he's obviously way stronger. Pato may not be the most overpowered mythical zone user, but he's definitely interesting. He can use the tip of his tail to write, and furthermore has the ability to transform leaves into objects and people by writing on them. His owner uses this ability to create clones to fight for him, but the cute Pato himself hasn't proved himself to be much of a fighter, so I wouldn't feel justified putting him any higher on this list. And now it's time to shout out the sponsor of today's video, War Thunder. If you're like me, you're very interested in military history and anime, but it's not often you can combine these two passions. Well, thankfully, War Thunder has you covered. Experience some amazing military action in this game while also enjoying the oh-so-important anime vibe. Use your favorite anime themed skins and decals for your tanks, aircraft, and ships. War Thunder contains heart-pounding combat combined with epic customization, so you'll never want to say goodbye to this waifu-filled battlefield. Picture yourself piloting your dream fighter jet covered in anime girls, flying high in the sky and raining destruction down on your enemies like a true pirate king. Or rolling through enemy lines in a tank that rocks your waifu's beautiful face. Watch your enemies bow before your power and your waifu. Plus, they've got awesome waifu dakimakuras, so you have your #1 anime girl there with you while you crush your enemies. Can anything sound sweeter?
PC、PlayStation、Xbox から今すぐ無料でオーサンダーをダウンロードしよう。
So what are you waiting for? Download War Thunder for free right now from the link in the description and get a Dakimakura pillow and other bonuses. Coming in at number 11, we fittingly got Stronger, who has the Uma Uma no Mi model Pegasus, or the Horse Horse Fruit model Pegasus, and he has seen his fair share of battles. Stronger is Doc Q's pet, and as you can see, a lot of the lower entries of this list will belong to pets rather than later on in the list, where we get to the main fighters. Like his owner, Stronger is very sick most of the time, but yet, these two are still strong enough to have privileged positions on Blackbeard's crew, which is impressive in and of itself. Although how sickly these two are is an ongoing joke, it's notable that Stronger survived Magellan's deadly venom and a shockwave attack from Golden Buddha Sengoku, who we'll also get to later on in this list. As a horse who ate the Pegasus fruit, as you may imagine, one of the big benefits is that he got wings now and can fly, while carrying Doc Q and even Blackbeard at the same time. But we haven't seen enough yet to put this sickly horse any higher on the list. We'll see if other cool powers besides flight get revealed down the line. Number 10, we have the non-canon Toritori no Mi model Nue, aka the Bird Fruit model Nue. This fruit was featured in the One Piece Art Nue, a series of artwork created for the One Piece X Kyoto event in 2017 that depicts a non-canon story of the Straw Hats in Wano. The fruit was eaten by Toratsugu, a resident of Wano, which is fitting because the Nue is a mythical Japanese yokai. It's a chimera beast that borrows different body parts from different animals. For instance, it has the face of a monkey, the body of a tiger, the mane of a lion, and a snake for a tail. When Toratsugu transforms into the yokai, he has the ability to fly, but is nevertheless overpowered relatively quickly and easily by Luffy, who knocks him out with a single punch. Oda himself drew the climactic scene where Luffy battles the Nue. This user is similar to Stronger in the sense that he gained flight from his fruit, which seems to be the main benefit. But the fact that he's a chimera beast, served however shortly as an antagonist for Luffy, is not a pet and is not as sickly, makes me put him above Stronger for now. Number 9, we have the user of the Hito no Mi model Onyudo, aka Human Fruit mythical model Onyudo. Onyudo translates to Big Monk and is a reference to a large monk yokai in Japanese folklore. The current user is Onimaru, a fox that used to be friends with master swordsman Shimotsuki Ushimaru, the Zoro lookalike, which makes sense since we recently figured out that he is the great uncle of Zoro. Like with Chopper, the fruit has given Onimaru, an animal, the ability to turn into a human more or less, and in his giant monk form where he towers over Zoro, he can speak as well. In his humanoid form, he's called Gyukimaru. As you'd expect, Onimaru's mythical zone comes with increased endurance, letting him make it through a lot, including arrows and even a bazooka. I sort of want to just say that all Mythical Zone users have mythical endurance, since it seems like so many of them can bounce back from so much, all the more so now that a certain plot armored main character was revealed to be one as well. For Onimaru, it makes sense that his giant size comes with increased power as well. It's also noteworthy that Gyukimaru exchanged blows with Zoro in his yokai form. He's obviously not stronger than Zoro, but still, you need to be pretty skilled to not get overwhelmed immediately by our Zoro, so all in all, pretty impressive stuff for a fox. And I'll just say that Onimaru to me feels like a really cool throwback to Chow Chow, the dog from Orange Town. Obviously, Oda gave the fox more development in a Mythical Zone fruit, but they have similar energies for sure, they just happen to be protective over different things. Number 8, we got the corrupted shogun of Wano, Kurozumi Orochi, and his Hebi no Mi model Yamata no Orochi. Now, he's not someone we'd associate with extraordinary fighting prowess, but he has so many lives it's almost impossible to kill the dude. This fruit might remind you of Naruto, specifically of Orochimaru. Its English name is the snake fruit model Yamata no Orochi, and it's based on an 8-headed serpent/dragon in Japanese mythology. This fruit lets Orochi transform into a giant 8-headed serpent. We've seen that Orochi can easily grab and trap a person within the jaws of one of his serpent heads. Having 8 heads also lets you attack multiple people at once, which is useful. The fruit, as many of us predicted, also lets you survive being beheaded. One mythical parallel of the Yamata no Orochi is the Hydra in Hercules, and most of us may remember that cutting off one of its heads never did the trick. In fact, in that example, multiple heads would grow back to replace the first. At one point, Kaido beheads Orochi, which wasn't that surprising. After all, why would such a strong figure want to keep someone as annoying, cowardly, and proud as Orochi around longer than necessary? Later, Orochi recovered somehow and then ran into the Red Scabbards. Fukurokuju informed him that the Red Scabbards didn't even know that he'd already died once at Kaido's hand. What might have been a crazy reveal to them ended up being an anticlimactic but hilarious revenge. After Orochi transformed into his 8-headed form and arrogantly talked about how he would finish off the injured Red Scabbards, the Scabbards went on to slice off all of his heads effortlessly, commenting on how they have no time to waste on the likes of Orochi. Now, this is as far as we got when I dropped my first Mythical Zones Explained video. At that point, we weren't sure if Orochi would survive having all of his heads taken off, but I mentioned it wouldn't be surprising if he did, considering his Mythical Zone fruit. And as if to not disrespect a Mythical Zone, Oda did in fact have Orochi survive even those multi-beheadings. It seems like Kanjo's flame finally took him out, and for him to finally die, Hiyori had to neutralize his Mythical Zone power with the help of Sea Prism Stone nails. So to take him out, they had to temporarily make him, in effect, a non-fruit user, which still hypes up how powerful his fruit actually was. In the end, the Yamata no Orochi is a very interesting fruit with unique abilities, like most Mythical Zone fruits. I honestly don't even know what, if anything, would have killed him if Hiyori didn't neutralize his fruit powers. But cool fruits don't always go to cool or even especially strong characters, and this is one of those times. Although I found the fruit fascinating, Orochi himself was definitely not worthy of such a mythical fruit. Number 7 is one of the Blackbeard's 10 Titanic commanders, Crescent Moon Hunter Katarina Devon. She ate the Inu no Mi model Kyuubi no Kitsune. For Pokemon and Naruto fans, it's pretty much like the 9-tailed fox fruit, and in this manga is called the Dog fruit mythical type model 9-tailed fox. Devon is 36 years old after the time skip, and her current bounty is unknown, but we do know that she's a whopping 11 feet and 10 inches tall, or 361 centimeters. She can use her fruit to transform into a 9-tailed fox, and perhaps more interestingly, she can use the power to transform herself into anyone and impersonate them. During chapter 925, we saw the fruit in action when she used it against Gecko Moria, tricking the latter into thinking that Absalom was still alive. She does transform back after it's revealed that Absalom is dead and that Shiryu stole his clear fruit. It's the best fruit for disguising yourself as someone else because it allows the user to transform their clothes as well, unlike the clone fruit. I wouldn't be surprised if, like with Kaido's fruit, which we'll get to in a bit, more different fruit-related powers reveal themselves as the story progresses for Devon. Since the cool thing about Mythical Zones is they usually come with multiple abilities, not just one. However, for now, we haven't seen much of this fruit. Unlike Orochi though, Devon was known for her strength even without her mythical fruit. Ivanko said her name first when she was talking about how only the worst prisoners go to level 6 and then fell down. Then there's the fact that she was one of the strongest of the level 6 prisoners and survived Blackbeard's free-for-all level 6 battle. Then Blackbeard even chose her to be one of the 10 Titanic commanders. So for all these reasons, it's not hard for me to put Devon higher than Orochi Orochi on this list. Number 6 is Yamato, Kaido's child and number 1 Odin fan. As we found out, Yamato also has a mythical zone fruit, namely the Inu Inu no Mi model Okuchi no Makami, or the Dog Dog fruit model Okuchi no Makami. We're told that it is a rare mythical wolf and that it is a guardian spirit of Wano, and that made it all the more painful for Kaido that Yamato was using it and claiming to be Odin. At first, it seemed like she might have eaten it by accident, but now with the revelation that specifically zone fruits have a will of their own in chapter 1044, it's possible that the fruit in a sense chose Yamato because her beliefs complemented that of a Wano protector so well. The fruit lets Yamato turn into a wolf god pretty much, and we've seen the cool looking hybrid form clash with Kaido's own hybrid form. Not only is it clearly mythical and powerful, it's also very valuable because of its symbolic value for Wano specifically. It would obviously be easier to rule a country if their guardian deity was supporting you rather than challenging your authority. Another hype fact is that Kaido says he worked hard to acquire that devil fruit, and whenever Yonko worked hard to acquire a specific fruit, like Blackbeard with the Dark fruit and even Shanks with the Gomu Gomu no Mi, it's always a sign that the fruit is an especially big deal. Keep in mind, this is not just a mythical zone, but a carnivorous mythical zone, making the fruit especially well suited for combat, and it would have to be special to allow one to repeatedly clash with the so-called world's strongest creature in his overpowered hybrid form. We saw how quickly Kaido took out Luffy the first time they fought, so the fact that Yamato can occupy the former Yonko for so long while he's in his strongest form is no small feat. We've also seen Yamato fire a mouth blast called Namuji Glacier Fang at Kaido that was met with one of his own blast breaths, and the attacks canceled each other out. It's an interesting attack name that lends a fire versus ice dynamic to the Kaido versus Yamato fight. More recently, Yamato saved the day by encasing the majority of Kaido's bombs in ice and thus prevented Kanjuro's fire from setting off a giant all-encompassing explosion. Yamato and the mythical wolf god fruit did not disappoint, and as I've said many times, I would have loved to have a mythical zone user like Yamato join the Straw Hat crew. But since we relatively recently found out that we already have one, as we'll get into later, I'm not as bothered about her not joining the crew. I always said it wouldn't make much sense symbolically for the guardian deity of Wano to leave the island. Especially if the will of zone fruits will continue to be an important factor in the story, it was always likely that this mythical zone would push Yamato towards staying near Wano, so Yamato can watch over and protect it if the need arises. But as far as the ranking goes, I don't think I need to spend too much time explaining why someone so strong and who did so well against Kaido is being placed above the other characters on this list. Devin definitely seems to have more up her sleeves, but can't put her above Yamato from what we've seen. And even taking into account that there's more to the Crescent Moon Hunter than we've seen so far, it's still hard to picture her being stronger than Yamato right now. For number 5, let's look at a character who is definitely worthy of his mythical zone fruit, Dr. Marco the Phoenix. Marco is as legendary as Yonko commanders come. He was the right-hand man to Whitebeard, the man called the strongest in the world and the closest to the One Piece. He's currently 45 years old and he's October's very own like me, so I'm glad to see him in the top 5. He's 6 feet 8 inches tall, and his bounty is 1.374 billion berries, a bounty bigger than Queen's former impressive bounty of 1.32 billion, so even among Yonko commanders, his bounty is top tier, although it was revealed that King actually had a higher former bounty at 1.39 billion. Side note, how crazy is it that an injured Zoro beat a dude with a higher bounty than Marco? Absolutely insane to think about how far our crew has come. But before Zoro did that, Marco was, albeit temporarily, handling King and Queen at the same time. He even appeared to have the upper hand, although he did admit that, not surprisingly, it's quite hard to stall two with bounties over a billion. Of course, Marco the Phoenix has the Phoenix fruit, more specifically the Tori Tori no Mi model Phoenix or the Bird fruit model Phoenix. Another way to translate it is Immortal Bird, another hype detail about the mythical fruit. Back in chapter 553, we first saw Marco use his ability, and it was to deflect an admiral's attack no less without breaking a sweat. Marco's fruit allows him to adopt the properties of a phoenix or to straight up fully transform into a blue phoenix. Marco's blue flames allow him to heal himself or others. This is one of the reasons that the Immortal Bird translation is so also apt, because Marco can seemingly heal from otherwise lethal wounds using blue flames. It's like an enhanced Logia because Marco can take hits as if they just went through him, but in his case, he could also use the blue flames to heal from Haki-infused attacks as well. As mentioned, Marco could block Admiral Kizaru's attack, and he also successfully blocked Admiral Akainu's as well during the Paramount War, and he would later have no lasting damage, showing just how superior this fruit is to Ace's Flame fruit, which was easily defeated by Akainu. As mentioned earlier, he was able to use his fruit for a while to also hold his own while fighting against King and Queen at the same time, two Yako commanders with both confirmed bounties over 1 billion berries. Obviously, this doesn't mean he could actually beat them both at the same time, and Perospero pointed out that he looked exhausted, but it's still very impressive. Considering how good of a fighter Marco is in battle, it's all the more impressive that he can be just as helpful when it comes to healing others. He's used his flames to help heal others, and more specifically, he's used them as a way to help prevent the further spread of Queen's virus in many people. Notably, Marco's flames won't burn you as they burn like conventional flames, but they can definitely be used to reinforce the power of his attacks, so the OP power comes with both offensive, defensive, and healing capabilities. Notably, Oda has told us that Marco's healing has limitations in a question corner, so he's not necessarily immortal in his Phoenix form. It's quite likely that if Marco drains all of his stamina, he won't be able to use his healing powers, which might explain why he sometimes leaves minor wounds like scratches or bruises unhealed in battle. Another way that Marco could definitely be killed is if you expose him to Sea Stone. Then he won't be able to use his regeneration on mortal wounds. It should be said that Marco's forces fought against Blackbeard's forces in the Payback War about a year after the Paramount War, and Marco's side was obliterated. Even so, Marco made it out fine without suffering lasting wounds thanks to his Phoenix powers. But I think that's enough about Marco for the purposes of this video. His mythical fruit is one of my favorites, and though it has limits, the fruit, along with Marco's own prowess, has let him at the very least exchange blows with many of the best fighters in the world without taking any lasting damage. Number 4 is the user of the Bato Bato no Mi model vampire, aka the Bat Bat Fruit model vampire. He is the owner of the already mentioned Pet Pen Pato, and also from the same non-canon video game, so don't take this one too seriously either. This fruit gives its user, Patrick Redfield, the ability to turn into a, you guessed it, vampire. This character was designed by Oda himself and serves as the main antagonist of the One Piece Unlimited World Red game. Again, this is non-canon, but according to Sengoku, Redfield was powerful enough to rival the Pirate King in his prime and Whitebeard, and this was before he ate his Devil Fruit. With his unique new Mythical Zone powers, he can sharpen his teeth and use them to, you guessed it, pretty much suck the blood of his enemies. They age quickly as a result while he becomes stronger, and through these means, he gains access to eternal youth. Now in theory, this sounds very overpowered, and someone with the power to rival Prime, Goldie, Roger, and Whitebeard, plus the power of eternal youth to stay in their own prime, in addition to cool vampire powers, could even be at the top of this list. But the non-canon story confuses things and makes me not put him on the top. At one point, Redfield has his youth again, and has taken Luffy's, and Luffy still manages to knock him down, and then thanks to Luffy's motivational speech, Redfield decides that he won't use his powers to stay young and at his prime, but will try to be the Pirate King as an old man. Then he fails to beat the Straw Hats in a fight, and again, this is not Luffy at his strongest. This is not the Gear 5 Luffy we know today, but a much weaker one in this video game. So with all of this stuff in mind, I just couldn't put Redfield higher than this on the list. Number 3 is Sengoku, the former Fleet Admiral and living legend. He was one of the major figures back during Goldie Roger's time, along with Whitebeard, Shiki, and Garp. After the time skip, this dude is 79 years old. He has an especially interesting mythical zone fruit, namely the Hito no Mi model Daibutsu, or the human fruit model Buddha. He has the ability to transform into a giant gold Buddha. During chapter 578 at Marineford, we see his giant form launch shockwaves at Blackbeard. Blackbeard and his crew are shown to be rattled by the attack, whited out eyes, blood, and all that jazz, but obviously the attack doesn't keep Blackbeard down. Obviously his size and physical power in this form are great, and although he failed to execute Ace with a punch, thanks to Luffy's inflated stomach and a candle wall, his power still led to the execution platform collapsing. So that's Sengoku. We haven't seen much of his power in action, but what we have seen was no doubt epic, definitely a power fitting for a former Fleet Admiral. He's past his prime to be sure, but I can't picture this legend doing worse than Redfield did in that fight with that version of Luffy from the Unlimited World Red game. So as not to disrespect the Golden Fleet Admiral, I gotta place him here. Number 2 is Kaido, the leader of the Beast Pirates and the man who was called the strongest creature in the world before another Mythical Zone creature defeated him, as we'll get into soon. Kaido's bounty was over 4.6 billion berries, meaning among the living Yonko, he had the highest bounty after Whitebeard passed on. So the question was for a long time, what exact devil fruit did Kaido have? What Mythical Zone is worthy of going to the leader who stands at the apex of the animal kingdom that is the Beast Pirates? There were theories that he had a straightforward dragon fruit, even theories that he was a dragon who had some kind of human fruit. But during chapter 999, Big Mom revealed that on the day rocks fell into ruin at God Valley, she gave Kaido a legendary model of the fish fruit. And she even says because of that, Kaido owes her his life. That's how big of a favor this fruit was in her view. The official name for the legendary mythical fish fruit was given to us in a data book, and it was the Ua Ua no Mi model Seryu, or the fish fruit model Seryu. The Seryu is an Azure dragon, and if this at first confuses you, how a fish fruit can turn into a dragon, just think of Magikarp and Gyarados in Pokemon. Gyarados 2 is based off of the Japanese Seryu, which is in turn based off of a Chinese myth. Specifically, there's a Chinese Dragon Gate myth, where there's this giant waterfall, and if a carp is able to persevere and make it all the way to the top of the practically impossible to climb waterfall, it will become a dragon. I'd like to think personally that Kaido's dragon form is a sign that he was skilled enough and worked hard enough to awaken the fruit. And usually the user of this fruit starts off as a kind of weak Magikarp rather than as a majestic dragon. This isn't confirmed though, and if it does start out as a Magikarp fruit, then the question arises, can it allow its user to actually swim or at least breathe underwater despite the usual devil fruit curse? But that's a topic for another video. And back to the question, if this is a fitting fruit for the world's strongest creature. It definitely seems to be, since Eastern dragons like this one were often considered to be extremely powerful and were even worshipped as gods. It's almost like we need another godly fruit to take down such a powerful fruit user. But back to Kaido's specific powers, we often see him transform into his Azure dragon form, and more recently in the story we even got to see his hybrid form, which is accompanied by a very cool tail. Overall, I really like the aesthetic of his hybrid form. Kaido's dragon form is the biggest zone transformation we've seen, and he absolutely dominates the skyline when he's flying overhead. His dragon form is so big and powerful that it's stated he could obliterate all of Kuri if he thrashes about in a drunken stupor while in his dragon form. Thus, without even trying to, he could destroy an entire region of a country. The insane durability of his mythical scales has also been noted multiple times. During chapter 923, Luffy hit Kaido many times with hockey enhanced.
Welcome to Rust, is what I would say if I was Blueprint, and I would never steal his intro. Although, I will actually be uploading with Blueprint very soon. But anyway, today I am going to be taking on a 500 player server. And is this guy... This guy is raiding with a wooden spear. Okay, you do you, buddy. Moving on. While taking on this 500 player server, just minutes after Fresh Wipe, I'm also going to be attempting to build a new, really unique base design using a very broken building technique, which I think you guys are gonna like. And if you stick around, you will see that this base gets put up to the ultimate test in Rust. With all that said, my name is William, and I hope you enjoy my vanilla Rust experience. Ooh, that new H-Tune sleeping bag skin kinda slaps. The revolver is exactly where I wanted to go. Uh-oh. Although, maybe I could make a longsword play? Oh, I don't know about this. Oh no! There's another two! What the fuck? Oh god! What have I done? No! Run. Okay, I distracted on each other. We're fine, we're fine. That was probably not my smartest idea. Wait, this naked has been looting. Oh, I can get him with the longsword. He's got pants and armor. Come here. Oh, he's done for. Ooh, shoddy trap. That's pretty good. That could help in the base. As well as building this incredible base today, I also wanted to try out a monument that recently I discovered was pretty overpowered. And you guys might not immediately know which I'm talking about. But I made my way there and tried to look for a spot to build. Oh, you know what? I can make this work, man. A little base up here on the rocks, overlooking the sea. Oh, this could be beautiful. Never mind. Oh shit, there's a group. Fuck. Oh, I've got one arrow. I think I have to fight here. One arrow in a dream. Oh, yeah, he has a nail gun. Okay, right. So unfortunately I had died and lost the start that I got, but I had managed to get plenty of sleeping bags down in the area that I wanted to build, so I picked up from where I left off.
Ancestors.
You know what, I'm just gonna farm for a little base. Hopefully they don't show up again. Damn, this sunset's looking beautiful, man. Building plan. Hammer. Just need a bit of stone now. Okay, I think that is enough. After farming some resources for a starter base, I made my way back to the spot I'd originally found, and begun my build. Alright, we'll just leave this a little one by one for now, but then eventually this will get expanded into the far more complex design. The question is, how well can I place this? Oh, how did I do? Pitch black tool cupboard placement. Hey, you know what? That's not bad. Could be worse. While it was still nighttime, I wanted to make a quick component run to the nearest monument. And yes, the overpowered location that I was talking about earlier was Junkyard. And if you're not yet convinced, allow me to persuade you in this video. So I think there are like 4 diesel spawns as well. Got a green card in here, which is nice. And then crate up here. We also have such a good kind of height advantage up here. It's hard for players to sneak up on you. Just another diesel spawn. And then I think there are another like 4 or 5 crates down at the bottom. It's really strong. And yeah, there's one more under here as well. Let's get a metal door. You know what, we'll use the new charity one. It'll be rude not to. I used the metal that I got from recycling to immediately craft a metal door. With the current Molotov meta, it's important to replace your wood doors as fast as you can. With very few blueprints on the server, I was keen to run scrap as quickly as I could. And on my way to Junkyard, I ran into the same players from Earth. I'm gonna post up in this bush. He jumped? Oh, come on, man. 2 hits. Come on. Oof. Oh, we got that guy. Ooh, ice pick. Okay, yeah, that's definitely one of the 3. Yep, here we go. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna run back to base. I think I'm gonna fight. I want to run home, but I know that if I run back, they're just going to door camp me for the next, like, hour, and I'd rather just stay under the radar. Oh, his teammate's back as well. Oh, this is not good. It's 1 hit. No! Nail gun! Oh, I downed him too. Bruh, I almost killed them both. While I could have run safely home, I didn't want to bring too much attention to myself before I could get my base set up. Luckily, a kit was still left unlooted, so I grabbed the nail gun and headed back to Junkyard. Ooh, metal hatchet. That's actually huge. I don't have any blueprints. Beautiful. Love that metal hatchet, man. Okay, you know, I could actually get enough for a furnace. Are they still here? Yeah, they are. There's one guy up top there. I don't know if he's with them, though. He is? There are so many different crate spawns here. It's actually... Oh, no. Oh, he found a Hazzy? Lucky guy. Where is he gone? There he is. I see him. He thought I didn't see him. Ooh, nice. 4 fuses? It's like 100 scrap. It appeared that the 3-man group, my neighbors, were consistently looting junkyard like myself. I wanted to take the long way home to avoid them finding out where I lived just yet. Right, well I don't think any of them saw me come back here, so we're good for now. I should probably make an airlock though. Let's build that. Wait. Nah. You've got to be joking. That stops me from building? Oh, I've been screwed by the terrain. Oh, I've been done dirty. I don't know what to do now. Well, I definitely can't make this my main base because I'm not going to be able to build it. Unfortunately, because of the terrain, I wasn't going to be able to make the base in this spot. However, a small base next to junkyard would be incredibly helpful for farming scrap, so I built a small airlock and continue to live out of it for now. You know what, this base will do for now. I'll just keep it. Oh, they are back at junk. I want to go kill them again. My plan for farming scrap was to gain some control over junkyard. And to do this, I was going to need to take on the groups that were competing for it. It was time for some PvP. Is this one of them or is this just a random farmer? Oh, he keeps jumping, man. There we go, done for. Ah, not as much as I thought. And there are revies at chunk. Right, I want to kill this bear first though before I go for that fight. Oh! There we go, I love having the nail gun. Perfect. Okay, that's the Revy guy. Don't see his teammates. Okay, this guy's someone else actually. That wasn't the Revy guy though. That was someone different. Ah, that guy was full.
Elemental shamans out there who are throwing lightning bolts at bosses and throwing lightning bolts at mobs. For those level 60, only 3% crit. That's easy, you got it through Nature's Guidance. But if you want to never miss a boss, you need 16% crit. That's a lot, so just to keep in mind. Also, a little tidbit about spells is that spells always have an inherent 1% chance to be resisted, and that can never be mitigated. Out of every 100 spells you cast, one of them will be missed, and you can't do anything about it. So greetings everyone, Melderon here, and welcome to the Advanced Shaman Guide Part 2. This guide has been in works since the beta was launched, and I couldn't have done it without the immense amount of help that I received from the Shaman Discord, particularly Ace, Ale, TMB. Now let's move into something else with talents. Talents act multiplicatively. So the question we had was, Osgar and I, for development of the downranking tool, does Healing Way and Purification, do they act additively or multiplicatively? As you know, Healing Way with 3 stacks increases the effectiveness of Healing Wave by 18%, and Purification increases effectiveness in glancing average. Divide that by non-glancing average and times 100. That's a percent decrease.
I think I'll just run home. That'll do. Hey, not bad. We're already at 200 scrap. Do a bit more farm though. Okay, I think it's time for a furnace. I've been waiting long enough. Beautiful. Get that filled up with metal ore. This has been a pretty smooth start so far. Cook up Yogi a little bit, get some calories. Oh shit. One hit? Oh, come on, man. Oh shit, this guy's Revy. Can I get out here? I'm not sure. Oh, there's another one. Oh, this is his teammate. I missed! Oh, killed me with his last bullet. Fuck. Come on, I'm getting it. Oh yeah, they're together now, 2 Revies. This is gonna be tough to win. Oh, no way. Please don't turn around. Let me get a little bit closer. What? No! Oh, come on. How did I not kill either of them? Bruh, that is so unlucky. Unfortunately, I had lost the fight once again, putting both players down to below 5 health each. I thought I would give Junkyard a rest for a bit and focus on farming for myself. Okay, you know what? Let's just, I'm gonna get some farming done. Maybe hit the road behind Junkyard could be a good idea. I think I saw them hitting this bear. Should be low. If I could hit it. Oh, there we go. I might just make myself some gloves. I'll treat myself. Let's get rid of this. There we go. Okay, well that was not a bad run. We got some comps, a little bit of scrap, along with more animal fat. With a fair bit of scrap built up, I thought it was time to craft myself a workbench level 1. With this, I could make more nail guns to take on the group again. Okay, now we could run. That road's actually quite helpful. Get a Revy. I'm ready to take these guys on. Luckily, I had one key blueprint I had overlooked, the revolver. I crafted myself one and headed back to Junkyard, more prepared than ever before to take on anyone around. Okay, I've got ammo, I got a Revy. I'm feeling good. This Junkyard's actually crazy, right? If you live near a quarry, you can get maybe 3 diesel every run. Each diesel will give you 50 high qual at the high qual quarry. That's 150 high qual every junk run. I guess I'll keep gears. I'll probably want garage doors later today. So many crates. Add a green card. I mean, that's what, 8 crates? After a few junkyard runs, I had built up quite a lot of scrap, along with a key ingredient, diesel fuel. I thought I would go on a little trip to investigate the nearby HQM quarry, as if I could use diesel at that quarry, I could make myself high-qual metal at incredibly fast rates. Oh my... I think I have too many box skins. I have a problem. Horde skins, man. What am I gonna pick? And so after getting my health up, I set off on my journey to investigate the quarry. But after stepping just 1 foot out the door, I got distracted because I spotted someone crossing the sea beneath me, and the only reason why someone would cross the sea to a distant snowy land would be to farm or to build a base. Whichever it was, it would have quite a lot of resources on it. Oh, he's healing up with a campfire. To be fair, I can see why. I am so cold. I might have to steal his campfire after he's done with it. He left it on, that's good for me. Oh, oi. My entire screen's got grey because of the cold, that is crazy. Right, let's go after him. That'll do, that'll do. I might still get a bit...
What's up everyone, my name is Savage, and today I will be giving a quick overview of the Shaman's Call of Fire quest, which becomes available upon reaching level 10. This quest will grant you your fire type and allow you to call upon totems such as the series and fire totem. Fire types are primarily damage oriented and are essential to a shaman level, particularly if you are leveling low. Unlike the Call of Earth quest, the Call of Fire has no race variance for completion to it outside of which shaman trainer you pick up the quest from the start. If you're an orc or troll, you can acquire the quest with the shaman trainer located in Razor Hill or Orgrimmar. If you're a Tauren, you can receive the quest with the shaman trainer in Bloodwood Village or Thunderblood. Once acquired, you'll be sent to the northern portion of the Barrens to find Final Fist. For control players, this is very convenient as he is just to the northwest along your path entering the Barrens coming from Durtar. Tauren, however, you have a bit of a journey, as you will need to run from Moldor all the way up through the Barrens and past the crossroads. Upon finding the it was located following over south to the bridge through Durtar. Once you reach Toulon, your quest here will bring back two items with it. A fire tower drops off Razor Hill Geoman and water source, who can be found in the Barrens just across the road from where you found this. Reagent is found in an once you have both items, you will return to the bomb and will roll a fire stack down, which brings us into fire feet. Be sure to use rock salt. The elemental will be moved to the flame tongue weapon damage bar. After defeating the minor manifestation of fire, click the brazier behind it and receive a torch of the incoming flame. As the final step, bring the flame back to fire. As well. That's all for now. I hope this video assists anyone in completing their Call of Duty quest line. Be sure to subscribe to the website and be covering the Call of Duty quest next. You can also find me live on Twitch at twitch.tv/savage. Upon reaching level 10. This quest will grant you fire types and allow you to call upon fire types are primarily damage oriented and are essential to a level, particularly if you are leveling low. Unlike the Call of Earth quest, the Call of Fire has no race variance for completion to it outside of which shaman trainer you pick up the quest from the start. If you're an orc or a troll, you can acquire the quest with the shaman trainer located in Razor Hill or Orgrimmar. If you're a Tauren, you can receive the quest in the shaman trainer in Bloodwood Village or Thunderblood. Once acquired, you'll be sent to the northern portion of the Barrens to find Final Fist. For control players, this will be very convenient as he is just to the northwest along your path entering the Barrens coming from Durtar. Tauren, however, you have a bit of a journey as you will need to run from Moldor all the way up through the Barrens and past the crossroads. Upon fighting Fist, he'll give you a quest to all guide to the bomb. It is located at the top of the hidden path in Durtar. By following over south to the bridge in Durtar. Once you reach Toulon, your quest here will bring back two items with it. Fire tower and reagent. Fire tower drops off Razor Hill Geoman and water source, who can be found in the Barrens just across the road from where you found this. Reagent pouch drops from burning blade cultists is found in an unmarked cave on top of the cliffs just north from Razor Hill. Once you have both items, you will return to Toulon and will reward you with a fire staff damage. fire that you must defeat. Be sure to use rock or weapon for this. The elemental will be used to damage rock. Once you, upon finding this, he will give you a quest. And you can receive the quest of the shaman trainer in Blood Village of Thunderbark. Once acquired, you will be sent to the northern village of Bear and fight this. Gold Bear is very greedy. He is just like a path Torn, however, you will need to run from Old War all the way up to the Barrens and past the crossroads to reach it. Upon finding this, he will give you a quest to help find Silent Bomb. It was located at the top of the hidden path in Duratar. You can find the edge of the path by following the river south to the bridge in Duratar. Once you reach Toulon, he requests you to bring back 2 items.